And because he's just, a normal guy, he needs, he has people around him to help him out. Like Alfred, uh, not only, helps him with his plans and his costume and all that other stuff, but he also kind of gives him the extra kind of motivation he needs. He says, things really aren't all that bad. You can endure, you can get through this. And just because people may not like you doesn't mean you stop just because, oh, well, people may have mixed opinions, or they may they may feel like Batman's just another vigilante and he's not really, kind of, maybe he's with the mob, or maybe he's no better than the mob, or, it's really cool the kind of dynamic that Bruce Wayne and Alfred have in this movie, which is really neat because not only is Alfred the guy who knows Bruce Wayne the best, he's the first person to know about Batman. He helps Bruce Wayne become the symbol of Batman, and he provides a motivation when he wants to kind of not give up, but then he is kind of, Batman can't do any good, or Batman isn't helping anyone, and I kind of give him the motivation he needs, along with God, what's Morgan Freeman's character in the movie, same kind of position as he was in the last one, kind of helping Batman, just chilling. He like upped the bar, he was, before it was just kind of the R&D tech guy, kind of a nerd, whatever. But in this one, they flesh out his character a lot more and give him sort of a moral compass, because there are a couple scenes in there that Bruce Wayne, or Batman, needs his help, and he says, I can't do this. This isn't right. Just because you're Batman does not give you the right to do these acts against, or even if it's for the people of Gotham. Like, this is wrong, and I'm not going to be a part of it if this keeps up. And that was really neat. Kind of gave more life to his character, as well as, watching the trailers, hype about the Joker, all that stuff. The one thing that people thought would be really cool that I was kind of skeptical on was the Bat Pod. Because, really, in the old Batman movies, the Bat Cycle was a joke. So I didn't have high expectations for the Bat Pod, just because it looked kind of campy and kind of cheesy, Oh, wow, he's got a motorcycle, whoa. But I went to see the movie and I learned my lesson. That thing is cool. Like the Tumbler, the new Batmobile, they pull that off really well. And I kind of lost faith in the Bat Pod because it looked lame. But how they did it, and how they pulled it off, and managed to make it all commingle and come together, really good. Also, the other thing I kind of liked that was really cool, that differed from the old Batman movies, was the whole Batman persona and the voice. And it wasn't just, I'm Batman and I'm Bruce Wayne. Because they're two different, you put on the costume and you assume an identity. And in the old ones, that was, well, I'm Batman. I associate with criminals and fight crime. Yeah. But in this one, because they're trying to give it a more realistic feel, there are some characters in the movie that Batman has to associate with as both Bruce Wayne and Batman. And only a couple of those, there may be there's quite a few, and only a couple actually know his identity. One being obviously Alfred, one being Lucius, the R&D tech guy, and the other being Rachel Dawes, which is kind of Batman's love interest girlfriend type thing. But the other thing is he associates with normal people as Bruce Wayne and Batman. So it was really kind of cool, and pretty clever in Batman Begins, how they had him kind of differentiate himself and make himself appear darker as when he has the suit on, is his voice gets really gruff, and he talks like this, and where are they? And it's really cool because there's a scene. I'm not gonna try to give anything away, but there's a confrontational scene with between Batman and the Joker, and wow is all I can say. Like, if he didn't have the voice and he was doing what he was doing in like with the Joker, and he was in the same situation but he didn't have the voice on, it would not even compare to how kind of raw and powerful Batman is as a symbol, because it gives him a whole nother kind of aspect to him, just because of his voice and how kind of gruff, and it kind of masks Bruce Wayne, but it also gives Batman a really clear image, and that is really neat. The other thing is the ending. The ending is good, but it's controversial. I'm not going to get into it, but let's just say it's not what you expect, and it also may not be what you want. I'm not saying it's not it's a good ending, but it's just not how you expect kind of the city to react to Batman, and how Batman kind of is selfless, is kind of selfless when it comes to Gothamites and the police, and how he interacts with them. And that was, it wasn't that I didn't like it, it just caught me off guard. I was like, whoa, that's interesting. So yeah, it was cool. So really good movie, go see it.